and welcome back or welcome to my channel if you're new. So for today's video, I'm going to be talking all about my Disneyland Paris experience with you guys. If you haven't yet already seen my Disneyland travel vlog, then feel free to check it out. I will leave a link to that video down in the description box below. So yeah, me and my boyfriend Josh took a very spontaneous trip to Paris and to Disneyland for our 3-year anniversary at the end of April. It was absolutely amazing. I have dreamt about the magical day like every day since. I would never thought I would get the chance to say that I've been to Disneyland, as it's just one of those places that you dream and fantasize about so much, but you're never really given the opportunity or can never really afford to go to. So I'm so lucky and grateful that I actually got the chance and the opportunity to go. Even though we only went as day pass holders, we still got that opportunity to experience all of that Disney magic everyone craves. So I'm going to give you a little insider on everything we did that day, so please stay tuned if you want to hear all things Disneyland Paris and all things Disneyland day pass holders. I'm also going to include a little mini haul for you guys so you can get a feel of what I actually picked up on the day. So my very first impressions of Disneyland was wow. Like, I literally did not even know that the train itself that you can get to Disneyland by goes right into the centre of all the madness, all the magic, and from that moment you get off the train, it is literally like you definitely know and are aware that you're in Disneyland. Every single person has a smile on their face. Instantly you hear the sound of a really nice subtle, soft piano being played in the background from all the old-fashioned Disney movies like Mary Poppins, and that moment which I just felt like I was 5 years old back at home watching a classic Disney movie, and it was just such an amazing experience to feel and to see, and I absolutely loved that first moment walking in. It literally just, I felt so starstruck, and it was just so much to take into one single day. So Disneyland in a day. So what can you actually do in a day at Disneyland? Now the park actually opens at 10 o'clock and it doesn't actually finish till 11 PM at night. So you do get to experience the food, the fireworks, the illuminations, the parade, everything all into one if you make sure you have the time to do so. So me and Josh definitely made sure we got around to doing all of those little things, and I just feel like you can't go to Disneyland and not experience the fireworks. So we definitely had to stay and watch that, and it was just so worth it. It was absolutely amazing. So the day pass itself cost £78 each, and that was for 1 day, 2 parks. So we didn't really manage to cover as much of the second park as we would have liked to, and we just thought we had to go to the studio park just because we paid for it. There's so much to do in the main park that we just didn't really want to at the point. If we would have went there for 2 days, I think we would have definitely made the most out of both parks. At the Walt Disney Park, we only managed to go on 2 or 3 rides, I'm not sure how many, but it was closing at 8 PM and we didn't really get there till 6:30 in the evening, as we didn't really have much time to throughout the main day. One thing I do advise if you are going for the day though is to pick up a park map. Well, I have watched so many different vlogs and videos in advance to go into Disneyland, and one thing I failed to do was download the right app on my phone. I think I had the app for a different park in a different area of the world, because there are so many rides on there that I had my mind set on that weren't actually at the park, and I was searching around quite a long time for these specific rides that I wanted to go on, and obviously they weren't there because halfway through the day I realised I was actually looking at the wrong map, so that wasn't good. So I definitely recommend picking up a park map. I'll show you what they look like because I kept one and I brought it home as a souvenir. So this is what the Disneyland park maps look like. There are so many different languages, so make sure you pick up whichever language you speak, because there are so many different varieties for everyone, which is really good because it makes it fair for everyone to be able to make their way around the park. So it is a really big map. So as you open up the main page, there are 2 maps of the 2 different parks. So here we've got the main Disneyland park, and then this one here we've got the Walt Studios park, and there are 5 different categories of 5 different places for you to discover. So first of all, you've got the Adventureland, where you've got Pirates of the Caribbean, Indiana Jones, Adventure Isle, all of that kind of thing and that theme. And then you've got the Frontierland, which you've got Phantom Manor, Big Thunder Mountain. In the Main Street USA, it's mainly shops and merchandise, so that's a go-to place for food and snacks and stuff. Not so much restaurants, but mainly things like ice cream and cakes and sweets and things like that. You can find a lot of that around Main Street. And then we also have the Fantasyland, which is the one place I wish I would have covered more, but we didn't really have much time to do that, so I'm really gutted about that. As I said, we're going to be going again, so hopefully we're going to cover the whole of Fantasyland. And then last but not least, you do have the Discoveryland. So there are a couple of ways to get to Disneyland Paris. So you can drive, you can get the train, which I think is the Ref 9 train, which goes bang on in the middle of the centre of Disneyland, and you can also get taxis. So there are definitely a good number of ways to get there from the airport if you are driving. So yeah, you don't need to worry too much. If you are staying in the centre of Paris, there is a train that goes goes directly to Disneyland, which is pretty affordable as well. It cost us €6 each per a single, which wasn't too bad at all. I was expecting it to be a little bit more expensive, but that was pretty affordable, so there's no need to worry about the transport to get there. So let's dig into a little bit of what I got at Disneyland. I didn't really pick up too much for myself. I kind of picked up things for my little brother and sister because they have never been there before, and I felt a little bit mean because they didn't get the opportunity to go. I would have loved to have gone with all of them, but as I said, it was a very spontaneous thing, so if we do get to go next year, I'm hoping that they can come along with us. So I am a big lover of picking up cups as memories, as well as magnets, and as well as like little souvenirs like tickets and stuff like that. So the one thing I picked up for my brother, sister and my mum were mugs. This one here I picked up for my brother Jordan. It just reminds me a lot of him because he used to play with his ears a lot when he was younger. He's gonna hate me for saying this, but he was always like playing around with them. But I got him this little Lion King one because I love the Lion King and I just thought it was really cute and just really relatable to him. So yeah, I absolutely love this. Because my mum is more of a fan of the Disney classics, I decided to get her this Minnie Mouse mug here. My mum drinks a lot of tea and coffee, so I'm pretty sure she's going to make the most out of it. I'm quite a big fan of Beauty and the Beast, and I discovered this chip mug here, which I thought would be perfect for my little sister Cassie. She is the youngest out of all of us, and she is the most fragile. I do feel like I have to protect her quite a lot of situations. I just felt like this one is really suitable for her because she's the baby of the family, and I felt like this is just most appropriate for her. It also has the little chip there, which I thought was pretty cool, so I will be giving this to her as soon as I finish with this haul because I know she can't wait to receive it. I have one of those Mickey Mouse shaped cookie cake things which you can pick up for €5, so I thought I'm going to bring a little bit of that back for them, and I just picked up these cookies. So I've got the Minnie Mouse ones for my sister and then the Mickey Mouse ones for my brother, because obviously they didn't get the opportunity to go, so I thought I'd bring a little bit back for them to have a little taste of. So just a few souvenirs which I picked up for myself. I always pick up magnets everywhere I go. I have a big collection of magnets on my fridge. So this one here I picked up is the Mickey and Minnie Mouse selfie magnet. I just thought this would be perfect to combine both days into one, as it's kind of like a little bit of everything. You've got Disneyland, you've got Paris. We did take a lot of selfies on the day, and obviously I vlogged it. It just kind of puts it all into one, so that's why I liked it. And then obviously I had to pick up the Disneyland Sleeping Beauty Castle magnet because I just felt like it just represents Disneyland really well, so that's the reason why I picked it up. I also decided to pick this little piece up here, and it is the Minnie Mouse themed choker necklace. I absolutely love chokers. I've got one on now actually, but this one here was only €13. I thought that was really, really good considering it is from Disneyland, and it's in really, really good detail. It doesn't seem corny or cheesy at all. I can wear this with anything at any time of the year, so I thought this was perfect. Personally, I can never go anywhere without picking up some kind of beauty related product, so I just had to pick this one up for sure. So out of all of the things which I bought at Disneyland, this is by far my most favourite and precious item out of all, and it's my new friend Mike Wazowski. Now how cute is he? He also has a matching brace with me, which is pretty cool. I absolutely love him. He's my new bestie, and I just think he's so cute, and the detail is just amazing. His little fingernails, his little toes, the Monsters University hat on, which I think is so adorable. I absolutely love this. So to conclude this video, overall, as you can't already tell, it was just such a magical, perfect day. Any single person can go. There wasn't one person who looked the same to everyone else. There was all different kinds of age groups there. One tip I definitely recommend is to make use of the Fast Pass. The Fast Pass is just a way that you can get onto the rides a little bit more quicker without waiting too long for some of the rides. Some of the big major rides can have up to 60-minute wait, so if you do use the Fast Pass, make sure you're using it for the bigger rides such as the Big Thunder Mountain. All you need to do to get the Fast Pass is to scan your ticket at the Fast Pass locations, which are allocated outside of the rides, and you do get a Fast Pass time slot, so it might not be instantly. You might have to wait an hour or so, but you do have to come back within those times, otherwise your ticket will be invalid. So definitely give those a try. Me and Josh did this around 4 times throughout the day, and it definitely helps if you do want to go on a lot more rides because you don't have to wait so much for the queues. As long as you've got a ticket, there's no problems to access them. Anyone can access the Fast Pass. So yeah, that's my Disneyland experiences and haul. I really hope you guys have enjoyed watching. If you do have any tips and advice for me when I go next time, or if you'd like to know any more information about Disneyland, feel free to comment those in the comment section down below. If you did enjoy watching this video, make sure you give this a big thumbs up so I know you enjoy watching, and to create similar videos to this in the future. That's all from me, and I'll see you again in my next video. Bye!